Alright, cool. Hey everybody, this is RTV official. Don't forget the underscore, and I fucked that up, but it's okay. This is Trap Nerd TV, where you get to help and look at things, all things blurred. I'm messing up this whole thing. I love you guys. How's everybody doing tonight? It's RTV official. Don't forget the underscore, and this is Trap Nerd TV, where all things blurred and all things black. Here are my co-hosts, Khalil, Dom Da Vinci.
Don't call me Khalil.
No, it's creative underscore Sean.
Creative underscore Sean.
Excuse me.
Just say creative
underscore
Just
creative
say
underscore Sean.
Just
If
say
you want to
creative
find him
Sean.
on SoundCloud, because he neglects to bring that part out. And we have
Levi.Kips in the building. Yeah.
with no hair product. Moving on. Why are you looking at his hair
Only a minute. I'm not. Yo,
Right, we haven't been here a whole
Hey,
minute.
but,
Princess, come on, man. What are we talking about tonight, Dom?
Black superheroes, bro. We're talking about all
Black.
forms of representation of our people in comic books in general. I don't want to hear that Marvel DC beef today.
No beef? All right, cool. All
No
right.
beef.
Great.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear that mess.
Vegetarian.
M'Baku counts.
M'Baku.
M'Baku.
So I guess I'll start with who my favorite black superheroes are.
Go for it, yo.
So we got my man's Hancock, who's literally indestructible. His only weakness is a female. Well, this should be a lesson to all black men anyway. His weakness is a white woman. So this should just be a lesson for all of us. Like,
She was poetic.
don't outsource your relationships. like no disrespect to interracial couples, but
Nah,
he lost all his powers and died.
I'll disrespectfully say it. Don't do that. White woman is a black man's poison, and Hancock proved it.
Well, it's a basketball player's poison.
And football players poison too.
You right.
Yep. So hey,
Oh,
if
okay.
if you black and you successful, don't fuck with a white woman. It's that simple. They're gonna fuck you up. Hancock taught us that lesson, my nigga.
Yep, and as soon as he left her, he became indestructible again in the movie.
And what did he do? He drew a heart on the moon or some shit, right?
He could do
He
everything.
did some cute shit.
He was bulletproof, and this show is mainly to prove that there was more black superheroes before the Black Panther movie, because I keep hearing that Black Panther is the first black superhero
The first
movie
big black.
that we were gonna get. Like,
Look at this one. I'm sorry, it looked like you would like.
shut up! Don't direct me. I direct you, ho.
This
I mean,
nigga.
I'm
Hashtag.
just saying, I mean,
Don't edit that out
yeah,
either.
over here,
DJ Freddie in the cut, ladies
Hi,
and gentlemen.
DJ Freddie.
I mean, I'm trying to make it look professional. I mean, like, look at the camera and everything at the screen.
Bro, it's a podcast. They don't care about professionalism.
It's still business.
What?
Anyway, back to the show.
Don't question my
So one of the main reasons I picked Hancock first is because he's indestructible. Like, this man literally did not care about anything. Nothing could hurt him until the white woman. So
He stopped the train.
he told one guy that he was gonna put his head up another guy's ass. So if that's not OP, I don't know what it is.
And then he did it.
And then he did it. Right.
Right.
And I didn't think that the movie writers would actually show us that,
I was
but they
scared.
did. So I now know what it looks like to see a man's head in another man's ass.
He threw a white kid like
He threw him up in space and then caught him as soon as he came back. We also know not to call Hancock an asshole.
say asshole.
So don't say asshole. Don't say asshole. Don't
Let
call
me
him
ask
asshole.
you.
And then number 2 for me is gonna be Luke Cage, because who else doesn't like a bulletproof superhero?
Bro, Luke Cage was phenomenal.
Yeah, his Netflix original was A1 for real. Like,
Broke
if you
the
have
internet.
not seen it, I advise you to go see it.
Season 2 is gonna be.
Season 2 is gonna be crazy. I can't wait. The way they left off season 1, I just can't wait. He's even amazing in Marvel's Defenders. His comic is amazing. Just check him out. He's all around dope. Then I think for me, number 3 is gonna have to be Static Shock.
Superheroes.
But I'm not talking about
Go.
animated serious Static Shock. I'm talking about adult Static Shock
Oh,
with
he
the
was
long dreads. Yeah.
Justice League.
Yeah, Justice League Static Shock. That man is OP. Like,
Yeah.
you literally can't touch the man. Like, I mean, he got more weaknesses than the other two I mentioned, but he's not indestructible
He's a
either.
kid from
but
the hood. That
exactly,
they got
he represents
superpowers.
kids from the hood,
Like,
and he's not a bang baby. He's a metahuman. Remember that.
True.
So, next for me is gonna be the one, the only Green Lantern. And that is John Stewart, my guys.
The real
John Stewart, the one and only.
The real
Overall, in his comic, when he was first given a lantern ring. He was an overall asshole, and he really just told it straight. Like he would be telling Hal Jordan, like, I'm not listening to you crackers and all this other stuff. Like he was really himself. He was just chilling, you know. So I'm at 4, right?
Yep. Birdman handle up.
Who's excited for this last one? This last one's gonna be crazy. I'm not gonna be expecting this one. So it's gonna be Universe 23 Superman because he's based on Obama. He is the Superman based on President Obama, and he also has new powers aside from our original Superman, what we already know. So he has the heat vision, the X-ray vision, and the super strength, the flight, the super speed. He has all of that. Plus, he can just transform into Prime. Like, he
really?
just does it. Yeah, you can go Superman Prime.
What?
Yeah, I mean, originally the idealism behind Superman, his power is based on the absorption of sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
So in science, he should have been black from the beginning.
Really?
Yeah.
Because if
That
he's
makes
white,
sense.
then his skin reflects it.
Yep.
When darker colors absorb.
Scientifically.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Science.
So it just makes sense that this specific black Superman be on this list. So that's just my top 5. Anybody else?
I got it. Tag me in. You supposed to.
That's because you weak.
You supposed to tag.
I did.
All right, whatever. All right. So, straight up, for those who watch black superhero movies and feel that Black Panther was the first big black superhero movie, my nigga, you cannot forget about the 1998 Spawn, my nigga.
You right.
Spawn was the first
Dead guy.
black superhero that I ever saw ever in my life when I was growing up, my nigga. Spawn
Really?
was that nigga. Yeah.
Who's your first? For
Here's
me, my first was Blade.
Mine was
Same.
But Blade was 99. Blade is my number 2 for black superheroes, but Spawn is my number 1 because this nigga died, came back to life, went to hell, killed a clown, and then still got his bitch at the end of the movie. That's like
So your OP is killing a clown.
yes. I'm also kind of scared of clowns, but that's a whole nother.
Hey, I'm right there with you.
So-
We'll talk about that.
So like
another
when
day.
he killed that motherfucker, just know I was exuberant.
Oh, he killed him dead.
Yeah, he killed him dead. Man.
Cause he didn't want Harpo to beat him.
He didn't want Harper to beat him. Straight like that. All right, so then my number 2, as has already been said, is Blade. This nigga was raw as fuck. He popped up in the comic. He popped up in Spider-Man comic books starting off as like an anti-hero because he was trying to do some fuck shit in New York. And Peter Parker wasn't having it with his bitch ass. But he was trying to save the day. The city was getting rampant with vampires. Peter didn't know what the fuck was going on. Blade knew what the fuck was going on. So that's what the fuck was going on. Then he got 2 movies starring Wesley Snipes.
No, he got 3 movies.
He got 3
Yeah,
movies.
he got three
He
movies.
got 3
Trilogy, bro.
movies
Yeah.
starring Wesley Snipes. And
You
then
ain't a
after
Blade
that,
fan. You ain't even know that.
and then Wesley Snipes went to jail for tax evasion. But
You gotta bring up
before
the
all,
All right.
you gotta do
Just
that, bro?
just in case Wesley Snipes sees this, because he follows my Twitter.
just,
Hey Wesley, Uncle, my man's. He didn't mean that. So
First
But-
off, Nino Brown was dope.
You still lit. I don't care.
Blade is great. Blade is great.
there can't be another Blade. I'm just used to you playing.
Never
it,
again.
Wesley.
Oh no, it's
No,
a
really.
wrap for
We
Blade.
can't.
man.
Yeah, we can't.
Yeah.
We can't get another
No, we
Blade.
can't.
They're
Blade for
remaking.
Infinity War?
They're remaking Spawn, so he can remake Spawn, but not Blade. What'd you say?
I said Blade for Infinity War.
For Infinity War?
Yeah.
No.
Like in it.
No.
He
If
don't
he-
fit the story.
He don't.
Nah.
He's killing vampires.
Seemed like he was like a solo type.
Shit.
He ain't-
I mean, aside from the 2 white guys he worked with.
Aside from them, man.
All right.
He
So,
did most of the work.
so number
Listen.
3 for me is very offbeat, and this motherfucking Meteor Man.
Meteor Man's the goat though.
Only-
Did y'all remember how he flew? He had to do backflips.
Yes, backflip. Only hood niggas know about Meteor Man, my nigga. This nigga made the Bloods and the Crips unite on film, my nigga, to stop a drug lord who was addicted with cocaine and gold. Like, you're not telling me Meteor Man was not the GOAT. This man, I fucking loved him. And he was a quirky ass black dude. Like nobody would have thought this nigga was a superhero.
Who was he played by?
It was the same dude who played the black dude who played the dad in the hero movie about that was on Disney Channel when we was kids. I don't remember the name of it.
I know you're talking
Oh
about.
yeah, when their weakness
Oh,
was
Yeah,
Up
Up
and
and
Away.
Away.
There we go. There
The
we go.
dad,
Yeah.
their
the
weakness
dad.
was foil.
Yeah, aluminum foil.
Yeah,
Like,
that had me dead,
but-
bro.
Yeah, that joint was lit though.
But that dude, like he looks like a regular business casual type of dad, and this nigga's over here stopping grannies from getting shot by stray bullets from the Crips and the Bloods on the street.
Not stopping grannies.
Like, he was dope as fuck. He was dope as fuck. All right, so number 4 for me, I'm trying not to step on toes. So I'm trying to like think out of the box, but it definitely is Miles Morales from the newer Spider-Man comics. He has an animated film with Sony. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm like, it's definitely on my list for things to watch in the near future. But when I first found out about him, I was kind of sad because it was like Miles Morales gets his like he comes into his superhero I guess role when Peter Parker basically is like, I don't want to do this anymore. Here you go, kid. And like that was really sad to me. You know
When
what
the
I'm saying?
comic, he died.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
but before that, he had met Miles, and
Played best by Tobey Maguire.
yes, and then he dies, and I was like, this is some bullshit because I fell in love with Peter Parker, but Miles Morales is a dope ass nigga. He's like, is he the only superhero in the Marvel universe who can like go invisible?
The only superhero, or the only spider person.
The only spider. He's the only spider person that can go invisible. I know he's not the only superhero, but like,
Isn't he the only Spider person?
yeah,
Are you talking
I
about
don't
the
know.
one in
Miles
Spider-Man?
Morales?
Nah, I
Yeah.
think.
No, he's
Who
not
else
the only
can-
spider
I
person.
think there's another Spider-Man that can do that too.
They can go invisible.
Another
I
Spider-Man?
think it's like
Maybe
I don't
a
know
different
if it's
universe.
like
Gotta be a different-
2099.
Well, Venom. Oh, the 2099.
2099 don't count, man.
Don't count. I mean,
That
like-
shit was weird. That was
Yeah,
a plot
it's
made up for a
weird.
video game.
Yeah, but I think
That-
they're actually like real Spider-Man.
2099 is a real
He's
Spider-Man.
a real Spider-Man.
Yeah, but he's like in the future.
Yeah.
in the
so,
future,
like,
but like
We don't. I don't count.
Y'all know who else was a real Spider Man?
Who?
Quan.
why is he a real Spider-Man?
He just looks like one.
So he's Spider-Man. So he's the Spider-Man out of the powers.
Yeah, like Ben Tennyson, Spider Monkey.
Damn. Damn.
Stop. You stop.
Spider Monkey, bro.
Oh man.
Come on.
Ultimate Spider Monkey.
This nigga's not
Gotta
right.
flip it.
It's not right.
You're canceled.
No,
Right?
bruh, I got renewed for season 2.
We gonna reboot you, but right now.
No, don't reboot me.
Come on. All right. And number 5. I'm not a fangirl. I swear to God. But
Oh,
I
you're a
can't-
fangirl.
I can't deny it because he was so great. Motherfucking Black Panther. Everybody knows this. Everybody in
Why
the
are you
movie-
booing Black Panther?
Everybody in
Black
the
Panther, I'm
We
not-
did a whole episode on Black Panther, Shaq. You're not gonna take this away from
I'm not
me.
Right.
booing him.
It's
I'm
like-
booing you because I've seen it coming.
The fuck?
Remember, his favorite character in that movie was Killmonger. So
Hey.
of course he booed T'Challa.
Yeah, boop. No, I'm kidding.
All right.
But Black
Chat, I
Panther.
don't need Chadwick busting through here in his spaceship.
Yeah, now watch when I see
In
that.
his spaceship.
I have Panther claws on, like
But
Right.
it's
Your
not-
daughter gonna be like, I found my daddy with Panther
she gonna
claws.
sit
in
there
him."
and open her lip like, oh.
It's not just the. It's just not.
I
It's
thought
not
it was
just
your
the. Chadwick.
And I'm gonna do the same thing.
It's not just the Chadwick Black Panther. I used to stay up till like 2 a.m. watching BET to catch the Black Panther
Yup.
animated series.
Oh, true.
That joint
Yeah.
was so dope.
I was so happy when they did that. Like, imagine a motherfucking 15-year-old kid, like big, tall as shit, just
Watching a king.
watching, yeah, on BET. One of the first like all black, like superhero cartoons out there. So
Definitely.
Black Panther is definitely my number 5. Ryan,
Yeah. Well, I say my number 1 black superhero would be Black Panther. Mainly because he represents so much, period, as just, not just as a king, but as a person with his relationship with Storm.
He wants to be him in real life.
I'm not denying
He
that.
wants to have the strength of the Black Panther stripped away.
Not stripped away, but given to me. Through Zuri, who will then eventually be murdered. But
Wow, spoiler alert.
oh my god,
If you haven't seen Black Panther,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I mean, you're
You just
slacking.
killed
It's for
your
the
dream.
culture.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
it's for the culture. For you white people, it's for the culture you want to steal. But we're going to continue on. But, number 2,
We don't, not white people,
You just-
colonizers.
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 Thank you. Colonizers. That's the word.
Caucasity of the
For my
colonizers.
caucasity. But my number 2 would be Captain America, now known as Falcon, Sam Wilson.
oh yes.
He is
Yes,
one
I'm so
of
glad someone brought up
my
Falcon.
favorite characters, just because of when he became Captain America, he kind of went through like the Obama syndrome. He's like, this is not my Captain America. And even when Captain America got like his powers back or whatever, he was still holding the shield. And they were like, take back the shield. And he dealt with trying to help with the black community, but also having to deal with trying to represent America and being in between that. And he just, as a character, showed the debacle of being a black American. And, in a exaggerated sense, of course, because he's a superhero. And also because we had a black Captain America, and we need that. We needed that.
Wasn't Ray Shrimmer in one of those comics? For the Black Captain America?
Ray Shrimmer?
Yeah. Or was that? No, I'm thinking about Miles Morales. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna need that link after this.
But yeah, they were. It was a comic that they were in. It was either Captain America or the Black Spider-Man. They like featured like helping one of them out. On God, I promise you.
Man, we gotta look that up after this. But number 3, Misty Knight. Yeah.
What?
Yes. I love Misty, especially with her metal arm. She is one of the most kick-ass females in the Marvel Universe. She's the one who trained Sam Wilson. And
You
still,
like a woman that could kick your ass, right?
Such a
We
monstrosity.
found out what Ryan's fetish is.
chill.
We
I'm
didn't
not
find out
synthetic.
what
I'm
Ryan's-
not synthetic. I'm good.
It's just a fetish, guys.
Yeah, he has.
Nah, that's
He
no.
like a little sub dom type shit.
No, that is not what it is.
50 Shades of Black.
Yes.
Nah, I just enjoy Misty Knight. I just enjoy her character because it's good to have a kick-ass female character, especially that she's black, and she's one of the best fighters in the Marvel universe. And it's good to see her be able to whoop everybody's ass as a black woman, so no one can just talk shit.
She's on the Luke Cage, right?
Yeah, she is. She's one of them.
Yep.
She's one of
The woman that plays
On
her,
the Netflix special, they have not necessarily revealed her yet.
but she got her arm cut off.
Mhm.
Like,
They have not
You know that's
necessarily
her.
revealed that yet.
know that's
But
her.
yeah.
But nah, the woman that plays her is bad as hell.
You talking about
It's
Rosario
Misty
Dawson's
Knight.
character?
She bad as hell. Like,
Mm-hmm.
when
The
Luke
cop on Luke Cage,
When
she
Luke-
is fine.
when Luke Cage plowed her in first season, I was like,
He said
my
plow.
nigga.
Hey,
He
man.
said plow.
No,
She
it's not
said-
plow. You gotta grab coffee.
Yeah, they went to get some coffee. That nigga was like,
That's crazy because neither of them like coffee. Nobody in the show likes coffee, but they always going out for it.
for coffee. But Luke Cage,
What am I on? Number 3?
yeah.
Number 3. Okay, so number 4.
No, you're on number 3.
I thought it was on number 4. Like
I thought
No,
it was on
I
number
was number 3 is Misty Knight, right?
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, number 4.
Black Panther.
Black Panther,
Yeah.
Falcon, Misty Knight.
Okay.
Yeah, Misty Knight. And
Well, he just proved again he's dyslexic.
I can't count. It's a difference.
Numerically
He did it again.
dyslexic.
It's
yeah.
just
He
1
did
through
it,
5. Numbers 1 through 5 really fuck with me, guys. I lose
He
count.
just can't do it. I don't
lose
know what's
count.
wrong with it. What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
That's
But
pretty
like 5 and after, I'm like great with. Then multiplication and addition.
How
is
old are
easy.
you?
I'm 22 years old.
You had to think about it.
Because it's 1 through 5. See, I had the 20 on point, but I be forgetting.
I'm 22.
It's either 22 or 23.
had a huge pause.
Right, like what?
College will burn you out. Moral of the story: college will burn you out.
You're not that burnt out.
I am. I've been here
There's no way.
I've been here 5 years. I know that. Ryan, who's
Number
number
4.
4?
Number 4. It'd be Lunella Lafayette, also known as Moon Girl with her dinosaur. This character, she's smart, but she's also arrogant. She's still learning a lot because she's like in 5th grade and she wants to go to like MIT and she wants to basically, because she's the smartest person in the Marvel universe. Because Reed Richards is
Over Shuri.
Yes.
I'm
No.
not the
No.
cinematic universe. I'm talking
Yeah.
about like in this
Over
in
The
the comics.
youngest
In the
childhood
comics,
sister.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
In the comics, yeah.
In the
Yeah.
comics.
Yes, in the comics.
It's
She's
also supposed to be smarter than Iron Man.
yes.
She's smarter than all
She's
of
the
them.
smartest in the entire like.
She
Marvel
somehow
universe.
has a dinosaur in the 21st century. How is you gonna explain that?
What you talking about?
Well, the dinosaur came to her on
I'll
accident.
ask Shuri.
But
She's a
still.
Disney princess.
But yeah, she's the smartest.
What's
Like,
her name?
she's even smarter than Reed Richards, which has been confirmed. It's just Reed hasn't really shown up yet, so they haven't confirmed each other. But she's traveled to space. She's traveled through time. She's done this all on her own as a 5th grader. So I enjoy seeing representation to show that
Yes,
black
that's
people are
it.
more than just brutes and sidekicks. My 5th one is Riri Williams, Ironheart, the Black Iron Woman.
Man, we ain't give you no drum roll. We sorry.
You
We
said it
slipping.
too fast. You said it too fast. But no, I'm with you on that one.
I'm with you too.
Because I fucks with Iron Man heavily. So when I found out that it was about to be a black chick, and not just any type of black chick, a badass black chick, Afro,
She's 15.
Afro,
She's
it
15.
don't matter, nigga. It's a comic book. It's a
Excuse
comic
me,
book.
Oh!
We talking about fake people. No,
No, that's bro. Come on, bro.
we talking about okay. But if she had a movie made about her, they ain't gonna have no 15-year-old play her.
Yeah,
But
you would.
the fact
That don't mean
is,
she wouldn't be acting as a
she's
15-year-old.
Okay. Anyway, though, she's cute. She got a whole like y'all didn't let me finish, man. Like attractive black woman, Afro, smart as fuck, and replaces the richest person in the MCU.
And 15.
Fuck you, Shaq.
So,
Can we like edit Aaron Hansen and just kind of
all right, I'm going to stick my neck on the line out here and say that he's not a predator.
I'm not. My girlfriend's 23.
If he is, call Chris Hansen. Dateline NBC to catch a predator. Sponsor us.
sponsor us.
I'm Chris Hansen.
Oh, Tom! Come out and play! All right, go ahead, Weeb.
So, got a confession to make.
This is Baby Leash.
Hold on, slide back a little bit.
Hey, Don.
Okay.
I just want to get everybody straight.
Yes, ma'am.
Got a confession to make. Didn't have comics like that, so everything I know are from conversations
Get out-
and
get out the
in-depth, in-depth
Get out the show.
research
Get out the show.
and
Get out the show.
animation.
You're making my beard cringe. Get out the show.
Does it like fold up and then you go
You,
back?
you,
and
you
got
wouldn't
ingrown
understand
hairs?
what happens with a beard because you can't grow one.
See, I did research on that,
How old
and I
are you?
was like, huh?
Research
How
on
old
a
are you?
beard.
19.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't grow a beard. It's too late for you.
I know it's too late now.
It's too late for you.
But when I was like 14, I was like slavering some stuff on there.
You
Like,
probably
yeah,
slathering lard on your face.
I don't know if it was that, but I know I was like, this is gonna be some elixir. Let's go.
Elixir.
Elixir.
What is this, like
What is this?
1880s? You know that dude to be
He
after
said, I'm about to get on the town tonight. All the
No, you know
girls
that
come
dude
to
to be
me.
coming through town in like the cowboy days. He's like, I got this wonderful elixir that will heal all your ailments.
No,
How's
he
this
like
nigga talking
every
about?
like every dude with a trench coat in the hood. I got some Egyptian musk for you, or I got watches for you.
What you like?
Boys, what you looking for, man? I got it all.
G-Shock, yo, this will look like a rollie. It's not a rollie. It look like a rollie.
Like a rolling. It's a rolling.
Who your five, man? Who your number one?
You 5.
Yeah, bro.
My number one, Static Shock. I say him because he's somebody from the hood, came straight from the hood of Richmond, bottom life, Blackwell.
The hood of Richmond.
There's a hood in Richmond. We are very divided.
You gotta be specific. What
is that a
town in Richmond
contradiction?
do you live in?
Yeah.
Huh?
What town do you live in Richmond? That's the hood.
What town?
South
You mean what
side.
county?
Southside.
Like
Southside?
downtown.
All right, so he asked what town, and you say
Southside.
Southside.
I
That's
mean,
not a
there's
town.
no. It's the city of Richmond, so I don't know how to.
So you lived in the urban
You
areas.
live in the city of Richmond, not
Yes.
the surrounding counties.
No, not the surrounding white counties. No,
You lived in the urban areas.
in the urban.
Gotcha.
That wasn't set. I wasn't setting you up for a cracker joke, but okay.
All right, go ahead.
No, I just wanted people to know that around that are the greater parts of Chesterfield County and Henrico and all the other white shit.
Jim Riker was ass.
Mm-hmm.
So are you.
Like I said, Static Shock came from the hood. Everything a little black boy wanna be. Number 2, Blade, cause that nigga was just on point. What is this definitely staring for? Like, come on.
I'm not doing
Yes,
anything.
you got that look.
I'm not doing
You got that dad look
I
of
promise
the
I'm not
period.
doing any. I'm listening to your top 5. I promise. I mean, I'm looking at how dry your hair is too, but
You said you don't set yourself up.
you did. You
Don't
asked
set
me.
yourself
Just,
up.
just
Come on.
continue your
Come
top
on, yo,
5.
come on.
Oh,
Damn,
Number 3.
number 3. Damn, I was thinking about this the whole episode and I forgot who number 3 is.
Tree.
Tree, yes, Tree.
Tree man. Tree nigga.
Tree.
number 3, man.
Catch your
Oh,
Freeman?
okay.
He is not a superhero.
Catch your Freeman.
Yes, he
Catch
is.
your
No.
Yes, he is.
No, you remember when they had that shit going fast forward? He was swinging through the trees.
Harriet Tubman was more of a man than most of you sitting in this room.
You right.
You right?
But catch your Freeman. That whole episode.
You gotta leave the episode.
That episode.
Crop him out from here on out.
I'm putting the RC logo on his face.
Please do.
I'm gonna do that
Like
right
a
now.
censorship.
We can do that right now. Yo, there we go.
What?
Much better.
Dead.
Dead.
Dang.
Who's number 3 again?
Luke Cage.
Number 3. Okay.
I saw that in depth, front to backwards, backwards to frontwards to see it like
What? You got a shirt like Luke
God, he
Cage.
does.
Jesus Christ.
all I'm missing the hood. And the muscles in the
bulletproof
backstory.
skin.
The baldness.
And the cool.
And look
Yeah,
up-
and the
You're
baldness
pretty
is a
close to the
process.
baldness.
and the fact that
Yeah.
It's all love.
Ooh, we love you, nigga. We do.
Luke Cage.
Number 4. Ooh, I was almost about to say him. Black Panther. Got him low on the list because I don't know my black background, like where it stems to directly.
Probably West Africa.
Really? High cheekbones?
If you're black in America,
Not necessarily.
that's
You're
it,
looking
probably.
A majority is Nigeria.
That guy.
With that,
West African slave trade.
yeah, you have to be very specific.
No, I don't know the country.
That's what he's talking about.
But I mean like a country from West Africa.
I have a I have a perpetrated background. So
Perpetrated?
Perpetrated?
Yes. Like my grandmother is like part white, and then I have like a little Latino side, like yeah.
So you're
He's just-
multi-ethnic.
I'm multi-ethnic.
With his
Perpetrated.
bloodline?
Yeah.
Is that his?
It
That
it
is,
looked like his bloodline some ducks.
is that the?
Do it. Do that.
Is that the double helix for his DNA?
Stop.
Okay, Black Panther.
And my 5th one. Surprise! Nobody said nothing about this. If y'all did, then I don't know her real name, but Storm.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I would
Aurora?
in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
Storm.
That's her real name. She's Wakandan.
Really?
I seen her in the
Yeah, she's T'Challa's wife.
So you get into the city unless you unless you
So I the only one drew in the theater when I was
When you saw who?
Storm. When she was the X-Men.
Wait,
Halle
which one?
Berry.
Halle Berry,
Halle Berry.
or
Berry
the-
one.
Halle Berry or the newer ones in the
The
reboot?
new one, man.
He sounded so disrespected.
Why are you so disgusted?
Yeah.
Halle Berry.
I mean, obviously we know there's no one that can replace Halle Berry.
Of
in our
course.
hearts. But both of the women that played Storm did look good.
Man, I wasn't drooling for the other one though. She looked good, but I wasn't drooling though. Halle Berry, I was drooling. I needed like.
Well, guess
that.
what? Halle Berry ain't drooling for you.
I know she's
Damn.
not. It's okay. Cause I was still drooling.
She like colonized.
Man, my papa was all wet. She wet? Take her back. Get her to one condom.
Hold on, wait. What did you say you like?
Huh?
What did you say you like?
I said when she was in the theater. Oh, you talking about what I was like in the theater?
No, you just said I like something. What did you say you
talking
like?
about Halle Berry.
Not.
No,
no,
We gonna
wait,
run that back on the recording,
Bro,
dog. You
for
said
real.
some. You said some sketchy shit. What I said. You like trying to cover it.
You
What
did
I
say
say?
something real sketch.
What did you
What I
just
said?
say?
I don't know. I
Let's keep it that way.
I do not know. What did I say?
Let's keep it that way.
Now I'm mad. What did I say?
Nothing.
Fuck it,
Nothing.
yo.
Nothing.
Right. I
Do you know what I said?
No, nothing.
Man, I'm-
nothing.
I really want to know what I said now. Cause
Now we gotta
probably
play it back.
Miswording because I really don't know. I was talking about the
Bro,
food in the
listen,
theaters
don't you?
with Halle Berry and like got on the popcorn.
This nigga always on target.
Yeah, so Halle Berry will never drool over you.
I know. It's okay.
Cause you're
Oh,
ugly.
I told you
damn!
over.
Halle Berry was Catwoman too.
She sure was.
Yeah.
I love Cat. I
She was
love
Catwoman
Catwoman.
from Storm.
I love Catwoman, man. That was my movie.
There's a lot of
that
black
was clutch,
superheroes.
yeah. I
we
forgot
haven't
she
we
was.
haven't covered.
Fuck, hey, well,
I
like-
never talked about my man's Brown Hornet created by Bill Cosby.
Yeah, man. I can't believe
What's
nobody
his
said
superpower?
cyborg.
Huh?
Yo.
What's his superpower?
Cyborg.
Nobody
Dragon
said
people?
cyborg.
Oh my, that was my nigga.
Nobody said cyborg, man. Cyborg, Stone. Nobody said War Machine. War Machine.
You mean Don Cheadle, the GOAT?
War Machine, man.
Don Cheadle, who was also played by Terrence Howard, but he bitched out and left the MC universe.
You hard. That was hard.
He
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
he was
you
mad
know.
because Robert Downey Jr. was getting paid more than him, and he was like, no.
Hey man, I just want to be Iron Patriot, man.
Y'all foul, man.
Y'all forgot Iron Man.
I mean, nobody talked about Nick Fury.
Oh man, no.
Samuel Jackson.
Yes,
Fury.
but I don't.
Samuel Jackson.
I don't like to.
I mean, I like Black Lightning as a hero. Though I definitely do not like his CW special right
Static Shock was better than Black Lightning. That's what I'm
Cloak.
talking about.
They're
They're
like
like
Cloak and Dagger. Cloak.
now. Will Smith as Deadshot. Ain't nobody talk. You don't like Will Smith as Deadshot?
I don't think it was very accurate.
All right, Sean, get the fuck out of here.
It wasn't
He's alright,
accurate.
son.
He did great in the role, but I don't think that role, that depiction, Deadshot talking really kind of threw me off. Like, I'm not
You
used to
talking
that.
throws people off.
I know it.
Yo, what about the Wally West, the Black Wally West? Flash, Kid Flash.
What about Batwing?
Oh, you're right. We didn't talk about Batwing,
Yep.
but people don't. A lot of people don't know who Batwing is.
Because I mean, he just showed up and then got bodied by the Joker. Like that's all he did.
The Joker needs to be black.
No, the Joker.
No, he does not.
No, he does not, bro.
No, he does not.
They could make a gangster Joker. That shit would be like,
What about the Black Cheetah?
no.
You mean
I thought
just
she was
Cheetah,
a
right?
villain.
Just
Yeah.
it's
Black, yeah.
Huh?
Vixen.
Vixen.
I thought she was a villain.
No,
No.
Vixen's a hero.
Didn't Vixen date Jon Stewart in the Justice League
Yup.
animated TV show?
Yeah, Vixen.
Was it Vixen?
Y'all sure she's not a villain?
Yeah.
No, she's not.
a villain.
She was-
You're thinking of like the cheetah chick.
Yeah, that's what he's thinking of.
Okay.
I mean, there's Firestorm.
Oh, you talking about
Yeah.
We can
Yeah.
talk about Firestorm.
Blue
I mean,
Beetle.
there's so many.
Blue Beetle's Hispanic.
Blue Beetle? I thought he was black.
That
No,
never makes
he's
sense.
Hispanic.
He just
He's
supposed to be black.
POC.
Oh, I always thought he was
We'll do
black.
POC another episode.
He's not.
He's
But
still.
This is black.
He not a nigga.
Mal Duncan.
Yeah, there's some too. There's a lot that we didn't cover. So
That's-
we're just gonna have to make a part 2.
True.
You cool with that?
I'm gonna bring some comical black superheroes.
Yeah, there's a new
Blanket Man.
the Falcon.
Blank man.
Yes.
Blank
Blank man.
Whatever.
Not blanket man.
Blanket
Blank
Man,
man.
It don't matter.
Like comical
Still had a
superheroes, he's one of
blanket,
them.
though. Like,
It was either for me. It was either Blank Man or Meteor Man that was going.
I noticed.
I was like-
Well, yeah, one of them was gonna make this episode
Yeah,
regardless,
one of those
but
two.
Wait, I know this isn't a hero, but Black Manta.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we can do black supervillains too,
True.
as long as it's representation.
Yeah, you gotta get.
for our
Okay,
community.
but
You gotta get
I just
Shaq
wanted
over
to
here,
say
so you
this.
can
I just wanted to
say
say
Killmonger
this
over
one
there.
thing though about representation.
My
Okay.
boy,
Oh yeah.
I am King Killmonger.
I just wanted to say this one thing about representation and why it's so important because there is one.
I'm just messing with you.
I got you.
I
Yeah, I know.
I got you.
There's this one scene in the Secret Empire comic that happened just recently where Las Vegas got destroyed by Captain America. Or
Oh
Captain,
man, this is a spoiler because I haven't read it yet.
I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
But in this situation, the heroes were trying to help throughout the rubble, and the Patriot, who was a new guy, the Patriot, Riri Williams, Moon Girl, Miles Morales, all of them were like on the same page talking about privilege and talking about like how, you know, just how they felt in the situation as black people, with people being like treated the way they were, and that representation just felt good to me because, you know, I'm black obviously, so it just felt right to see that. And I know there's other characters of, you know, different races, but that's not the
Why
kind
are
of
you
point.
giggling?
So when you say Moon Girl, you talking about the chick with the dinosaur?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they were all there just working together and talking like black people amongst themselves, and it was just it was beautiful, honestly, to see that type of diversity where it's not just a bunch of like hyped up super buff white men yelling at each other over a piece of paper. Civil War.
No, wait, Black Panther
Sign
was in
the
that too.
document.
Black Panther was in it too.
We need to track you.
But Civil War.
Representation. Falcon was in it too.
We need to track you. We want to know where you are and what you did. Our building blew up.
Shut up.
It's your fault.
Representation is important.
Just to
Yeah.
say, Steve is a bad representative for Captain America. I'm just gonna say that.
Steve Rogers.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. He technically died and then came back, 30 years later, and still was a hero. I don't think that was fair. I think he needed to be like,
I think he's
Retrained.
bringing up a point of privilege.
before he like got thrown into society as a hero,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? He should have learned some shit before he just got back out there. Then he was like, I want my freedom. I don't have to sign this document because it's a, it was a restriction of his freedom. Really?
I don't have to sign this because I'm a
Yeah,
colonizer.
like, there really is just checks and balances. Like, nigga, no, you fucking cities up, whole cities up.
No,
We
really.
need you. We need you. We need to know where you are.
No, but did you see the meme where it was like when Captain America got out the ice and saw black people sharing bathrooms with white people?
He probably was confused. He probably was confused. He was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, because he got ice cap in what, the 40s?
Yeah, like it was.
Yeah.
Was it? No, it was World War II. Was that the 40s?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
World War
yeah.
II.
So yeah, that was like shit. That thing was done.
Was that the 40s?
I'm appalled that you're decent at history and can't count to 5.
I told you 1 through 5 just fucks me up, but anything else.
Count to
like,
5 right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could do
You
it.
went to 6.
I could do it.
I did.
You're not good for nothing.
I could do it in
Take a
Tagalog, but I'm still learning.
Well, all right, guys. It was great talking to you guys about this, and thank you for watching Trap Nerd. And I'm RTV Official. Please don't forget the _. And we have
Dom Da Vinci.
and
Creative shine.
Boo.
and just like that, Trap Nerd out.